Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we are proud to welcome to Wednesday night racing action here with the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are glad to be presenting you Wednesday Night Racing here for the QRL Xfinity Series. Coming to you live from the Auto Club Speedway here in Fontana, California. 2-mile track. We'll be running 80 laps. I will be joined here shortly by Kyle. Kyle, are you there, buddy?
Sure, Kevin, I'm right here.
All right. It's a 2-man group tonight. Kyle, glad to be joined by you. I dubbed us the K&K Express, and I feel like these drivers are probably happier that we might be in the booth and on the track, because we would give them run for their money.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we'd be finishing 1-2 watching this practice go on.
10-4. Well, we got 80 laps here at Fontana Speedway, and I know qualifying's getting done, finishing up right now. They should be getting ready to grid here shortly. Looks like Joey Stiers had the best lap, sitting on pole here.
I would say that's a shocker, but it's definitely not. Joey always qualifies pretty strong. He's always a front runner for sure.
Yeah, he had a bad week last week. Had gotten into some incidents, shenanigans in the back of the field, but hopefully he'll have a cleaner race out here today. And yeah, I'd be looking forward to showcasing their talents out here for us.
I'm excited for this race. I know a lot of the guys throughout the week have been talking about how much they race in these Xfinity cars here. So.
Yeah, all the guys in the different leagues been really saying how they love racing these cars, and it's a lot better than the next gen. But to each their own. I personally like the next gen. I like them all so far, but I'm new to this, so.
Yeah, I haven't had any complaints either, but I do really like this car just because it's more of a driver's car. Reminds me a lot of the ARCA, kind of mixed in with.
All right. Don't think they started grading just yet. They should be finishing up here. We'll be going live the pit lane, seeing these guys get ready to take off. Right, and then Kyle, check your mic there. I might have lost you. I'm not sure.
I'm making sure all my settings are correct here.
Oh yeah,
it looks like I might be cutting out a little bit here.
Oh, it's okay, buddy. You're doing good.
If I'm in the middle of talking and I just cut out, let me know.
All right, there you have it. Joey Stiers got the pole position there. Right behind him, David Owens, Nate Moore coming in third, Scotty Estep fourth, fifth, Anthony Moss Jr., sixth, Jeff Pfeiffer, 7, Buddy Solly, 8, Dave Kirkpatrick, number 9, Jonathan Wiley, number 10, Eric Thornton, 11, Justin White, and number 12, David Carter. Got a 29 cars in the field tonight.
Just going through the field here and looking at some of these cars, there's some nice paint schemes going on, and I know a lot of guys are getting their numbers now, so it's time to get rid of those 900 numbers, looking a lot better with those single or double digit cars.
Yeah, definitely. I know if you guys see any 3-digit cars out there on the field, that means they're still a rookie. They haven't completed their 3 races yet. So just keep that in mind on the broadcast if you see any of those cars out there.
But don't let those numbers fool you. There are some guys with those 900 numbers that are a lot faster than we anticipated, and it'll be exciting to see the mix of new and old.
Well said, well said.
Hey, looks like the pace car's taking off, and we're heading out to the track.
Yeah, let's get this show on the road. Be looking forward to this race. This is this is my hometown track. I live 30 minutes west of this track, so very excited to check this one out.
We're out there just enjoying that warm lawn out here in 29-degree weather in Colorado.
All right, 80 laps, folks, in this race. The drivers told me they're looking about 31 laps in. Is going to be the fuel window for these guys to come in. He said look for cars to be running the high line in 1 and 2, and then in 3 and 4 they're going to be using the low line. Heard from a couple drivers. This is the last year for the Cup Series in 2023 to be racing this 2-mile configuration. They will be reconfiguring it to a short track for the 2024 season, I believe, and the only 2-mile track in the Cup Series. So everyone hold on to your seats here. Going for a great race.
That pace car's in. Getting ready to take off.
There it is. Green flag is dropping, and away they go. Joey Steyer's on the inside on David Owens. See what happens coming into turn 1.
Already looking in the back, got him making a few moves all the way up. Hit, so got some good movement already going on.
And now at this track, like Kyle was saying, you are able to go 5 wide lots of the times. Just see how this all straightens out at the beginning of this race. But here they come down the backstretch.
It's always interesting to see all of these lines that people take through the turns here. They're just so spread out. Everybody has their own preference, and it's quite nice.
Yeah, you can really pick any line you want. The high line's going to have more momentum, but it is the longer way around the track. Diving it down low, you're going to be the shorter way around, but you are going to eat up some of those tires a little bit faster.
Oh, and it looks like we've already got an accident going on in the back here.
Looks like the number 77 maybe, or... Oh yeah, Jake got a little loose there going on the infield grass, it looks like. Kyle, did that bring out a caution, or are we still green flag racing?
Oh, looks like we're still green flag racing.
All right, all right. Looks like David Owens might have been involved in that. Kyle, keep an eye on the track. I'm going to jump back and see, get a look at what happened here on the track.
Absolutely. Got some good action going on here. Pretty wide in turn 4. People are spacing in pretty well. Looks like we might be in for a pretty decent run here. Everybody's starting to move up to the high line.
Right on. Just getting back to it. Looks like we had Sam Milliken, number 8, Gary Wright, David Owens, and Jake got in some trouble there on that last incident that did not throw the yellow. But we are lap 4 out of 80 with no yellow so far.
Oh, we got a caution on the track here. Big accident towards the back.
Holy my. Looks like Pim Luth was involved in that one. Tykilla and Dave. Let's take a quick look here, see if we see what happened. It looks like the 24 might have gotten in the back of Pim there. Got him get loose. Pushed him up into Dave. Yeah, the 24, the 27, and the number 14 all involved in that wreck. Unfortunate.
Looks like the 14's got some pretty good damage to the nose here. Just kind of looking at everybody's car and a whole lot of major damage out of most of these cars.
Yeah, these cars aren't usually too tough. They aren't the composite bodies of the next gens. They are more of the sheet metal style. So they really can't take much as a beating as the next gen stuff you see on TV, but all right, and they do have 3 sets of tires, but lap 5 seems awfully early. You may see some people come in to get some damage obsessed or maybe get topped off of fuel. Looks like we do have Cody Anderson, Scotty, S-Step, a couple drivers. Looks like we have 6 or 7 guys heading in the pit row. Brandon Shelton, he's been known to a lot of fuel mileage races he likes doing, strategy he does.
To see what some of these guys will do. I'm just looking at his car here, and I'm really enjoying that honey pig looking car. I don't even know what to call it.
Oh, the Brandon Shelton's car to number 2?
Sure. I'm looking at that. It looks like
the 21 might be taking tires. I see the car going up just a little bit.
Looks like David Owens is taking the lucky dog. That's going to put him back on the lead lap.
Yes, I think he was only a lap down there, like he said. Good eyes on that. But he's going to also
take this opportunity to jump in the pits.
Yeah, he's going to jump back in the pits. Maybe he's got some more damage to repair. That's the only thing I could think that he's doing right now.
A little too early for tires at this point, but everybody has their own preference.
All right, and back up at the front. You do have Steyer's going to be leading this off here at the beginning of the race once that pace car lights go off. Maurer right behind him. Also a winner of a race or two. I can't remember if he's won 1 or 2 races, Maurer. No, Steyer's has won. One is also. You guys usually find each other up in the front a lot, battling it out.
Evan, if you were in there and you were leading the race, would you take the inside or the outside line here?
I personally like the outside because I'm a high line guy. I just feel more comfortable running the wall in the outside lane. I like being able to floor it, mid corner and make sure I have my exit than being that inside car and being stuck. But a lot of these guys know better than I do. I'm still learning. But what about yourself there, Kyle? What would you take?
I'm right with you. I like that outside lane. Gives me a little bit more freedom, and at a track like this, you carry a lot of momentum coming out of there and hopefully get a good run down the backstretch. In this track, it's pretty well known for you get on that apron in 1 and 2 and they can send you around pretty quick. So, 3 and 4, you can use that apron, but 1 and 2 is not very forgiving here.
All right, pace car is off. He's going towards the pits, and green light waves here as they get going.
Always got the jumping right to the outside lane. Maybe we were both wrong, but that outside lane looks pretty nice.
Yeah, as you can see, Eric Thornton there in the back, a couple rows back, really on the high line. Eric Thornton and number 21, I think that is Buddy Sally, side by side. Nice close racing. These guys are pretty well talented. Keep those cars clean next to each other like that.
Quite a bit of 3 wide coming through the front stretch here. One's coming off before I'm seeing.
Yeah, great battle for P2 between Maurer and Anthony Moss Jr. right now.
And just a little bit further back in the field here, just looking at Jeff Pfeiffer and Terry Murphy. They're running nose to tail, going back and forth between side by side and nose to tail. But it looks like Jeff Pfeiffer's going to pull ahead here down the front.
Yeah, a lot of great battles right now. First couple cars, no more than 0.2 of a second behind each other.
A lot of single file all the way back through the field, and a lot of low line. A little surprised on.
Yeah, speaking of that battle on the 901, Terry Murphy and what was it, the 902, real strong. David Carter, he's right on his back bumper as he goes on the inside and makes the pass. A little further back in the field, looks like we have some movement here on Mitch Diamond, number 65 Ford Mustang. Good looking vehicle right there.
Looking a little bit further back here and watching Owen see how quickly he can kind of crawl back through the field. He's already made up quite a few spots. Looks like he's up to 23rd. 3 laps since the restart, and he's looking at taking over from Brandon Shelton on the outside here.
Yeah, 2 great cars to keep an eye on. And then also the number 8 was and the 27 was involved in that earlier incident. So interesting to keep an eye on that damage and how they're able to. Looks like they're not doing too bad with that damage on those earlier incidents. Gary Wright giving it all he can to David Owens on the outside lane. You could just see how that momentum now is going to work on the 90s favor as he comes off the exit, but David's going to try to slide up in front of him and block that lane.
Looks like Joey up front here is just slowly stretching out his lead. Looks like maybe about a half-second lead over Anthony Moss in second here in the 9 car.
Yeah, that last lap by Joey was a 41.39, and Anthony Moss, Jonathan Wiley, the cars behind him all ran 0.2 of a second slower than Joey on that last lap. So he is definitely putting it to these guys right now. But a great battle for P3. Is Maurer's on the back bumper all over Anthony Moss right now.
Definitely a lot of close racing, which you expect to hear at Auto Club, but you do see it kind of fan out after a while. But I'm really enjoying how close this is.
Yeah, we're on board right now with Nate Maurer. Going to see him make this move on the number 9, Anthony Moss Jr.
smooth slide right up in front of him.
Yeah, that's the way you do it.
Right there.
You don't want to do it too much. That's the slide job right there. And sometimes it irritates those drivers. They might push back here and there. So you want to use it wisely. I'm going to go further back in the field with Gary Wright. Just take another check on him. Looks like he might be falling back through the field as the 27 is going to be passing him underneath. Make that move. It looks like Jake's bouncing back. He's back there. I know he was involved in that earlier incident, but really good to see him keeping it on the track and doing a great job keeping it on the track and not giving up there.
Just makes you wonder if some of these guys further back in the field are just trying to save tires for a long run and eat them up towards the later part of it before we start running for pits.
Yeah, and even with those incidents, since it's such a big track, I don't think anybody is a lap down at all. So that's great. Keeps everyone right now on a level playing field.
Like you had a nice close battle between Graham and Jens.
Who's that?
He's in the 65, but he's a 919.
Okay, 10-4, 919. Oh yeah, you got a good little group right there, about 6 cars. You could throw a blanket over.
Bit of damage on that 904 car. I think I missed that earlier.
Yeah, it looks like
too bad.
No, it's not. You think it would be, but he's able to keep pace with these cars right now. But that is a huge pack of cars back there. We have P14, P21, about whole second half filled with the cars.
I'm keeping an eye on this 6 car. It looks like he might be a little loose coming off of these turns, but he's got some pretty good speed if he can keep the rear end underneath of him.
And number 6 car is Jeff Carter. Got the Toyota Menards Toyota Supra right there. And it does look like Maurer is making a comeback on Steyer's lead. Was at 0.6 of a second. Oh, there it goes back up as Joey extends it. But right now, the field of the class is going to be Steyer's and Maurer.
He just gets a good run off of those turns. Puts it in and just it's
heard from our drivers earlier that around lap 30-ish or so, they'll be looking to do a pit window. So just keep that in mind as we're on lap 19 out of 80 right now.
back to our big group back here in the higher teens, watching Sam Milliken move, sitting the apron, passing 3-4 cars, but it looked like he's able to hold it too strong off the turn. They got right back by him. That'll be a nice little battle to watch later on in the day.
Yeah, I really enjoy racing around Sam. He's a great driver. I know I've raced with him in the truck series for Wildfire Racing League, and I think the Cup Series also, and always been a pleasure to race around him. So good to see him recover from that earlier incident.
And got a little loose and
3 wide right there with Sam going on backstretch. Nobody giving an inch. Looks like the 904 is going to back off a little bit, let Sam dive in front of him, get through this corner safely.
looks
Oh,
like
95
got in the wall.
You see how the 95 came down a little bit low on that 904, almost got into him, but was able to save it.
And back up front, and looking at Maurer, he's dropped it under half a second on Steyer's, so it'll be a nice little battle towards the end of the run.
Yeah, and keep an eye on that number for White, number 28. He's 2 seconds and 1/10 of a second behind, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. But behind White, though, is the whole pack of the field. Oh, we have a caution. Looks like Brandon Shelton was involved. Number 33 and the number 2, Graham McGivern and Brandon Shelton. Looks like, not sure, but the number 33 gets into the left rear quarter panel of Shelton. Taking another look. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Brandon. It looked like that was a hard hit into that outer safer barrier. But all 4 wheels are on tack, and it's probably going to be making its way to the pit along with all these other drivers as well.
It'll be interesting to see if any of our leaders decide that now's a good time to take some tires and fuel.
Yeah, you think they have 3 sets on hand, that this is going to be the time.
Looks like Joey is going to be hitting the pits and probably taking the field with him. Oh yeah, it looks like the whole field is coming in.
Yep, the parade is coming in. It looks like Jake has been in the pit there a little earlier. That's 80 seconds he's been on pit lane, so I'm sure that was from an earlier incident. He was coming in to get some more damage repaired. Oh, we got a little wreck back here. Does it look further back in the field? Is that the 33 or the marble? Let's see. The whole front clip is gone.
917.
Oh man, it might be Graham trying to get. Let's see if they get a better look. Yeah, it might have been Graham having some trouble getting in the pits there. But Graham's whole front end is gone. Let's take a look at Brandon Shelton's car, see if you see any damage on his car. Brandon sure looks a lot better than Graham, who's missing the whole front end.
It'll be interesting to see how much that's going to hurt him. And let's see. All right, I think I got my headset fixed here. I think I need some aerodynamics here, so Graham's going to struggle with this one.
Oh, you're looking good. Let me see if I can bring. Is Shelton in? Party. We get a quick word in with Shelton, see what happened out there. Hey, Brandon, this is Kevin and Kyle up here in the booth, man. Sorry to see you in that incident. Just wanted to get your, see what happened out there.
Yeah, hey guys. First of all, thanks for doing this for us. It's always a pleasure to have you guys in the booth. I don't know. I think, like I said last week, this track has some personality to it, and maybe I took some air off him and got him loose. I'm not sure. But yeah, it looked to me that we were just bumping around and he got a little loose and hooked me, but I'm not sure. He might have seen it different. But yeah, car seems to be okay, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, cool, Brandon. And then how's the car feel okay, though? All 4 wheels are on it?
Yeah, all 4 wheels are on. We're going to try to get this number 2 Chevrolet up front and maybe battle for the lead here.
All right, Brandon. Well, hey, good luck. We'll be rooting for you the rest of the race.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that was the number 2, Brandon Shelton. Really appreciate him giving us his time there.
It was cool to get a nice inside view of the drivers that are actually racing to see what it's like out there. You and I both race, and so we both love to be out there, but I don't mind being up here and watching all the chaos. I mean, the great racing.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It has its ups and downs, but there we go. The pace car goes off. He even gets a little loose coming off in the pit lane there, but here we go for the restart.
And as expected, Joe gets a great launch out of the restart box. Thornton got a good run on all over here. If he can come back on the outside.
Yeah, fresh tires. That's really a good time for these drivers to make a name for themselves or make a move on another opponent to let them know that they're not going to be taken lightly. Or, like you said earlier, Kyle, a lot of these guys might be saving because this should take them around lap 55 with no cautions. So, if there's no further yellows.
Just cycling back through the field here, it did look like the 85 of Jeff Pfeiffer did get into the back of the car in front of him. I did miss who that was, but it didn't look too rough, but it did slow him down quite a bit. I think he did end up losing a position.
Oh, yeah, and right behind Jeff Pfeiffer, you got three guys going three wide there coming out of turn two, looked like. Jared Kelly and I think our resident Canadian, Terry Murphy, 901. Big shout out to all my Canadian friends out there. Yeah.
Watching Jared Kelly here, he does look like he might be a little bit loose coming out of the turns, but fresh tires will probably do that too, especially on a low line.
Yeah, Jared likes it loose. He's a dirt car racer. I'm sure he'd rather have it loose than tight.
Little battle a little bit further back with Dave Patrick in 27 and Sam Milliken, looks like maybe the 90 of Gary Wright and 21 of Buddy Sally. I should have known that. He always runs it.
Oh, as he cuts him off right across his nose. Is that number Gary Wright on 27? I'm sorry, Buddy Sally got his nose cut off there a little bit. Oh, Sally into the wall.
No, it's the 27, isn't it, Dave?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Dave. You're right. Dave Kirkpatrick. Sorry, Dave and Buddy. Got my numbers mixed up. Yeah, I was on him as soon as I got on the wall. No, I oh, I can't read. But it looks like he's held onto the car, got it under control, going to try to regroup from that.
If he runs anything like he was a little bit ago, he should catch back up with these guys within a few laps. He seems like he's pretty quick running that super high line right against the wall.
Let's take a look back on our leaders here. Looks like Cyrus has dropped back down to fourth place. We didn't catch it with all the action in the back of the field, but Thornton takes the lead. 917 is Stewart, following close behind in second. Nate Maurer following behind in third. I bet you Joey says he doesn't got comfortable running that kind of pace with these tires, and maybe he's just backing off for the long run. As Stewart dives to the inside, yeah.
I haven't said a lot about Stewart here in the 917, but he has slowly worked his way up here. He started in 27th, so done fairly well, I'd say, as an understatement of the year here.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like you said, what a hard charger right now by Stewart, 917. It's really impressive. See him running up front right now.
You think you're right. I think Joey's just comfortable riding around and he's trying to save a little bit of fuel.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, you're going to have to stop again, I believe. So just making sure it's only going to be one more stop instead of two more stops, I'm sure is what he's thinking maybe. But I think it's more about the pace these guys are running up front. He's probably thinking these guys are burning their stuff up, fighting between each other. But as you say that, we got Justin White right behind Joey looking to make another move.
Looking at the leader here, we're in a 41.58 with a 41.503, so pretty close times here. Does look like Joey's going to be trying to make a move here on number one of Eric Thornton.
little part of the program I like to do called Crank It Up. Just gonna take a quick moment. We're gonna be quiet for a few seconds, let you guys just check out the race and all the sights and sounds, and be right back. Give a big shout out to our sponsors there at farmersonly.com. You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. Once again, thank you very much for that, Farmers Only. All right, Kyle, looks like Cyrus is on the back bumper of Thornton there.
Hey, he keeps getting to the inside, but Thornton is strong on that high line. It's slowly letting Justin White creep in here, but they are making a pretty decent run on Meyer here.
What's great about these leaders fighting like this between each other is really giving a lot of the other guys time to catch up. As we see Mitch Diamond, looks like he's going to be coming up to 7th place, up 18 spots.
And looks like Thornton just hit the wall. A little bit of a love tap coming out of turn 4 here. And looks to be too... Well, he does got a little bit of damage here on the right rear quarter panel.
That's the only problem running the high side is got to watch that wall. It could come out and grab you and race you over real quick. But it's fun and exciting way to run this track.
Like we got a charge for the lead here. 3 cars going for it.
That's right, Kyle. Looks like Stewart is not done with these top 3, letting him know his presence is there. As you can see in your back of your picture, Justin White, Stiers, and Thornton all starting to catch up to the group, but 917 sees that gap and just is licking his lips. Going to take him 3 wide, but thinks better. All right, a little further back, I'm going to check in with David Owens as he's trying to make this pass on the 27 of Dave Kirkpatrick. Just doesn't seem like David's car is all there. He might have had some damage that he's not able to fix, or we'll just have to keep an eye on him as he's running right now, 17 spots back from his grid position. But back up the front, Kyle, like you're saying, looks like Mauer's taking a high line, taking it 3 wide around Stewart.
And all that battling up front here is Justin White creeping right back in here.
Yeah, this is just what the rest of the field wants to see. These guys scrapping it out, burning up their stuff.
A couple guys we haven't talked a whole lot about here is the 65 of Mitch Diamond starting in the 25th. He's all the way up to 6th, looking to make a pass on Thornton for 5th.
Yeah, it seems like he's real comfortable this track and is doing a real good job right now on Eric Thornton.
Outside of the front 4 cars here, it looks like everybody's starting to single file themselves out here. Not a whole lot of battles going on. Maybe back there with Kyle Fountain and Gary Wright. Nope. Looks like Kyle Fountain is off a little bit there, or about side by side.
Yeah, what number was that there, Kyle?
Well, that'd be the 90 and the 95, and it looks like Kyle Fountain just got into the wall a little bit. He's struggling with that car, but
All right, as we're coming up on the halfway point of this race, we should be seeing pit stops maybe around lap 50. Keep that in mind for fuel window. Jumping back up at the front. Now we're in lead. Cyrus number P2, number 23 car, as they start to make some distance. As you can see, when they start doing single file line and work together, they can really make a distance on the rest of the field. And I'm sure that's what's going through their mind right now, is instead of fighting against each other, let's work together and make some distance on these guys if it's going to be green flag pit stops.
nice thing about being up here, I'm gonna jump ship a little bit here, but nice thing about being up here is you do get to hear all the other drivers, on their radio channels. Coming to lap 41, the 85 and the 00 of Jonathan and Wiley got into each other, and 85 might have door checked him, so something to watch here in a little bit when the 85 catches back up to him.
Yeah, it looks like the 85 did do a little bit of a lean there on them, but
we were talking about that. The 85 is on the inside of Wiley and the 00.
oh, they both hit the wall together. Oh man, 85 was probably looking in his mirror as Wiley was licking his lips trying to get in that bumper maybe, but you're right, Kyle. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Great job picking that up. Oh, is he woo. These guys need to reset, get their clear their minds and get back to racing, or they're going to lose this front pack.
And as we're looking at things here, I see the 917 of Stewart was in the pits. Not sure if that was planned or what he's got going on here.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been a normal four-star stop, maybe. Took him less than a minute to get in and out of there. It is lap 44. Maybe he's just cutting the rest of this race into twos, spinning it right down to half. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. See how he ends up. He was very strong.
See how quickly people or all these drivers respond to that, because that might start dragging some guys in, and how quick he might be.
Yeah, great point, Kyle. It's something to keep an eye on.
He's already up passing Eric Thornton on the inside right now. Like, he's just fresh tires are going to be key. I would not be surprised if guys start putting them in that.
And what number was that pitted? It was it Mitch Nyman, or was it the Stewart?
17, Chris Stewart. It was one lap down, but at the rate that and then he just matched the wall coming out of 4. That might hurt a little bit, but at the rate he's going to unlap himself in about 2 laps.
Yeah, he just needs to hurry up and hustle before another yellow comes out. But like you said, with that speed he has, it shouldn't be an issue.
Got to make sure that he is not the caution. Watching how quick he is and how aggressive he's being, he does not want to.
And looks like we come back up to the leaders here. Maurer is making his presence known on the back bumper of Joey. But they are taking off from the field as White, the number 28, is 2.5 seconds behind. Looks like we have Eric Thornton coming out of pit lane, number 1 car, just exiting. Great battle here between David Carter and Kyle Fountain. This is for P18.
Don't look now. Chris Stewart has caught the leaders, getting ready to unlap himself.
Wow, Kyle, you're right. It is making a huge difference. We'll see if this, we'll have to keep an eye on this. And like you said, if you can keep it clean and see how the strategy turns out as he cuts in front of Maurer.
Looking at his car, he does have some pretty significant right front damage on that car.
Doesn't seem to be holding him up right now aerodynamically as he takes his lap back and he's on the lead lap as of now. Back up with the 21, making his way. Bloody Sally for P7. Looks like he just made that pass on Ty Killa, number 24 car. And we do have Carrington Wilmer into the pits. He smokes at the front brakes here as he gets in the pit lane, hopefully under speed. That's the number 919 car.
Looking back through here, you know, we talked about Graham with the front bumper missing here, and he has been struggling pretty good. He's fallen quite a ways back, so I think he's doing a great job with what he's got, and I'd like to see him finish strong, but it's got to be a tough drive out there, missing all that aerodynamic.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at his onboard here. He's hitting, see what his top speed he's hitting right now. Looks like 174 right before the turn in. If we jump up with Stewart. Oh. I'm not sure what happened to Stewart there.
Looking at Graham's last lap time here, he was a 44.771. And just to kind of look at Joey here in the lead here, he ran a 42.8. So unfortunately, Graham is couple seconds off the pace here, and look like he's too far.
Looks like David Carter and Jeff S. Carter both pitting out right now. Number 6 Menard's car in the 902 Chevy Camaro. As they touch each other coming off pit lane, it does bring the 6 out of the white line. I'm not sure if that's going to be a black flag or not. We'll have to see what happens. Maybe you can keep an eye out on the radio there, Kyle.
Absolutely. I'll keep my ears open here. I'm watching.
And Cody Anderson, number 14, looks like he's coming in the pit road. Just want to keep an eye on this 6 car. I'm curious if he got a black flag or not. Doesn't look like he did. He's staying on the track, so I'm sure he's okay. That's good after making contact right now.
If he does have a black flag, he is definitely not coming in for it.
Yeah, I think they do have 3 laps to complete it once they do get it. So just keep an eye on it.
Sounds like we're starting to get more cars coming in. I got the 24 of Ty Killa coming in, the 95 of Kyle Fountain calling pits here. Let's see how they are here. 27 Dave Kirkpatrick is coming in. Ty's coming in a little high here. See if he's going to make it. Oh yeah, he's got that wood down. It sounds like everybody's starting to come in that hasn't already pitted.
But your top 3 guys have been around the front the whole time. Cyrus, Maurer, Diamond, all staying out still. Looks like Joey's last lap was a 42.93. And let's check in with Stewart again on his lap times, and he ran a 41. I'm sorry. Next lap. You know, I'm not sure what happened to Stewart there. He's still back in 28th place. I'm not sure if he disconnected, maybe.
Yeah, I'm seeing that he disconnected, so I'm not sure what we got going on here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Chris. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Was really interested to see how that pit strategy is going to work out. But looks like Jared Kelly, Jeff Pfeiffer, Mitch Diamond, that 65 car that was third place right behind Maurer and Joey is pitting out right now. They almost made contact with the 033 at Pim Luth. That was a close call on pit road. All right,
like Joe build a lap down.
Yeah, Joey Steyer's still out there on the lead lap. Have not pitted yet. Lap 55 of 80.
Oh, it sounds like the 23 is coming in this lap, so we'll see if that's going to pull in Maurer and Murphy behind him. Right there's Maurer calling it in.
And Eric Thornton is going to be your race leader, so we need to keep an eye on how these guys are going to cycle out once pit stops are completed.
Yeah, I think Eric pitted. We may have missed that one.
I think we caught it. I think I caught him pitting in there earlier.
We'll see how the pit crews are, because the 23 and 971 are nose to tail coming into the pits.
Yeah, Kyle.
And, you can get it done better.
So Thornton pitted lap 45, it looks like. Wilmer 48, and White lap 52. And then the 65 Ford 53.
Up to 23 and 971 are in their pits.
Oh,
and
looks
it looks
like
like Joey may have missed his.
Yeah, he didn't nail it. He's going to miss. Oh, he's having trouble backing up again. Looks like he might not have had his tires selected on his pit box. Not getting those tire change. That is going to cost him big time. As we see Maurer just take off in the distance while Joey still trying to get his getting out of the pit lane right now. That's a big mistake there on pit road.
Just has to see where Eric's going to come in on this.
Keep an eye on Maurer. Yeah, Maurer's 3 seconds behind right now of Eric Thornton. Oh, we have a caution.
Yeah, we got a caution.
Yeah, looks like Jeff Pfeiffer.
David Owens.
Jeff Pfeiffer and Tommy Fox. That might have saved Joey Steyer's skin if he's still on the lead lap. Going to bring that field back together. Oh, but you're right, Kyle. 11 of Owens does get in the side of 85. Not sure exactly what happened between them.
Oh, just going back and looking, looks like David Owens got loose coming off a 2 and tried saving it and just got into the side of the 85.
Yeah, he nailed it. Kyle does get a little shimmy there. Unfortunate there. Hopefully the 85 is okay. Traffic behind him is able to avoid the accident.
It does definitely look like Joey Steyer's got saved by that. It looks like he might be in about 8th place. Maybe 9th, depending on where it tells him to line up behind Owens here or in front of him, one of the two.
All right, Wilmer, that was in second place, is pitting right now. Justin White, Mitch Diamond. Not sure if it's for damage or do you think they're going to be doing tires? We'll have to keep an eye on these cars as they come in the pit lane. Looks like tires is going on the 919.
I mean, you're talking only, what, about 23 laps left in this race?
Yeah, so these drivers must be thinking this is it. They want the freshest tires they can have on for the rest of the race as the other cars stay out. It'll be an interesting call to see how this shakes out. But I do believe Eric and Nate and Ty and all these guys have an extra set of tires.
It's probably a smart thing to do, considering a lot of the leaders just pitted, so they've got some fresh tires. So they'll probably keep a lot of these guys that are in the middle.
Yeah, and then if the field's split on what they're doing right now, if there is another caution, that's going to put the leaders, if they do come in to put tires on behind the rest of the field. With the size field we have of 29 drivers, it will be interesting.
like Auto Club is definitely living up to what we expected here.
How's those lights on that pace car look there, Kyle? Are they still on or they just turn off?
Moment here, I am having a little bit of trouble here with my.
Oh no, you're okay. I think they will be going green next time around. I was gonna try to bring somebody in, but don't want to do it here right before they get ready to get rock and rolling.
Yeah, it does look like they're about to be going. Once my stuff switches back out here.
Yeah, no problem. And then here on our graphic with the top 8 drivers we have, looks like Thornton's got 13 lap tires, and he's got the oldest set in the bunch in the top 8 that I can tell right now.
Like a great job by Thornton here.
Yeah, great job by Thornton.
Oh, we'll see how Stiers does in traffic back here with those fresh tires.
Yeah, it looks like Maurer's just fresh. Those little bit extra fresh tires making a huge difference as he's get this run on the outside of Thornton. I got Jeff Pfeiffer going in the pits, and Cody Sanderson looks like he might have had an incident on track in the number. See Cody Sanderson, the 14 car. Looks like he did get beat up, and no caution came out. Yeah, we had contact between the 14 and the 90, and the 55 back here, I believe. But caution.
It sounds like the 14 is terminal and shutting it down.
Yeah, you see he's coming down front pit road there. He did have a front clip, but not so much anymore. 19 left to go as Maurer in the lead.
Looked like the 85 of Pfeiffer did take it to the garage, had a bit too much damage from that incident.
How's that? How's the number 55 Jared Kelly looking? I know he was involved a little bit.
Got some damage on the right rear here. I don't see a whole lot in the front.
No, he looks okay.
You got to stay off that apron, getting a little loose coming out of the turn there.
Yeah, those different banking angles can upset the car. So we have Wilmer making the pass on Carter underneath
and
the
up
6.
Front, Joey's making his way up. He's already up 4 or 3 spots here up into second place, and he is pulling in Maurer right now. Look at these lap times here.
1:08, just a hundredth of a second faster on that last lap. Now Joey over a tenth faster on the lap.
I don't want to speak too soon here, but looking like the 11 of David Owens is slowly creeping his way back up after being involved in a couple of incidents.
Yeah, great catch. And it looks like he has completed 4 stints down pit lane. He may not have another set of tires available, but he did pit lap 54. We'll have to keep an eye on him if a yellow does decide to come out.
Oh, he's picked up another tenth of a second going to the inside of Maurer right now.
Another fight going on, number 919 and to 21. Looks like 919 is making that pass on the outside.
Maurer on the top side, pulled away by about 4 car lengths, but Joey is reeling him back in for 3 and 4 here. And gap is about the same, about a 100 last margin. Pretty close last time. Looking back a little bit further, I see David Owens taking the inside line on Taikila.
Taikila all over the back bumper there. Another great battle. Let's check in with Justin White and Jeff Carter back for P13. Got a nice little field back here. Middle of the pack. I want to throw a big shout out to Pim Luth, our Cavalcade Racing Network producer extraordinaire. Doing a great job staying on the lead lap. Hanging in there. Doing a great job in that Red Bull car. A little bit of damage, but looks like he's doing a great job.
Joey is getting on the inside and might pull a slide job. Oh, he stays low. See if Maurer can make a run back on the top side. At the line, Steyer's with the lead there. For a second. Maurer fighting back on the outside, and he's going to clear by about a car length.
As they hit the back stretch, going to be coming in the line with 12 to go at the line. 12 to go at the line. Take a look back at Terry Murphy working on Buddy Sally, that 901 Canadian car there. Looking good there. Oh, yeah. 21 going high against the 9 as he gets into the wall, trying to make it high, but 9 shuts the door.
It's the 28 of Justin White, a nice run to the inside here. We'll see if he can capitalize on the guys in front. Justin White might get a twofer on this one, going to the inside of the 9 and trying to get underneath of the 901 here. Terry Murphy. Buddy coming back on strong. See if he can follow Justin White right back to it. And still pretty close at the front here. It looks like Joey's about and a half behind Maurer and on the last lap.
And when they come to the line, they'll be having 10 to go at the line.
You see, Buddy did get around Anthony Monster. Let's see if he can keep moving up slowly but surely. And just looking back through the field here, I may have spoke too soon here. I do see that Cody Sanderson in the 14 is still on track. I did think that he was taking it to the garage, but here he is, no front bumper, right next to Mr. No Front Bumper Graham. And he was a little bit crazy here on this one.
Yeah, I got to keep an eye
Cody's
on
got
these
a pretty
two.
good run. Cody is 6 laps down, however, so Graham might not be too worried about fighting him too hard on this one.
Looks like Joey's trying to make a move on the inside of Maurer, coming down the backstretch, coming into turn 3. It looks like he's going to get back in line. But he does have his nose right there.
And just looking a little bit further back here, I do see Eric Thornton. It looks like he might be falling off a little bit here because Justin White and Terry Murphy have both gotten around him. However, Justin White did get around Terry Murphy as well, so that's a couple more positions for him. He did start 11th up to 8th. Not a bad day for him, considering a tough one for everybody today, it seems like.
Yeah, Kyle, especially with 8 to go, you know, these guys are giving everything they can give right now to catch up and make all the positions they can. There's no holding back right now.
Right in front of them, we got Sam Milliken in the 8, Carrington Wilmer in the 919, and 24 Ty Gila. 3 cars pretty much on top of each other here, and fighting for that 4th and 5th spot. Still same as we've had the last few laps with Power and Stires up front. They are just within a car length or 2 of each other.
Yeah, Joey was about a .10 on the back bumper there of Maurer as he keeps it nice and close with 7 to go.
A car length at the line, it looks like. Joey does have a run, looking to sweep to the inside. Nope, gonna stay right behind and follow him through. Does look like Joey gets a pretty good run off of 4, so he might just be setting something up and trying to ride until the last lap. It'll be a nice battle to see across the line side by side. They might wreck. It's going to be interesting, but I'm enjoying it.
Hopefully, like you said, Kyle, will be a great finish with these two leading the front, as Owens is a 3-second gap behind Stires. But these two right now are a class of their own up here in the front. Back to that battle with Justin White, though. He is hanging in there. P8. Just looking to make a move, hanging on. I'm not sure how his tires are holding up, but that'll be a good little battle here coming in line. As we go 5, they go.
Looking towards the back here, I see David Carter and who is that? The 77 of Jake Austin and the 00 of Jonathan Wiley all next to each other. They're starting to single themselves out here, but something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, that 902 car looks very erratic driving coming down the backstretch. It might have got loose on the 902, but we're going to jump back up to the front as the gap is the same. Joey has got it under 100th of a second. But now back up to 0.15. Looking back a little bit further with Fox, number 57. White again, just a great battle. I keep coming back to here because this is one of our tightest battles on the track between these three with Ty Killa, number 24 car hanging on.
No, that Ty in that 24 is struggling a little bit with that damage to the right rear bumper and quarter panel, but he is hanging on pretty strong. Getting some good runs with the draft from the 57 in front of him off of Thomas Fox.
Gonna jump back up here with our leaders. We got 3 to go. Coming to the backstretch, we'll have 2 to go. White flag should be out. Oh, not yet. Got 3 to go still. But both these cars did pit last. Looks like lap 55. As Maurer just starts to open it up even more to 0.3 of a second.
Looks like it's going to be a nice battle for 5th place between Milliken, Fox, and Wright. They are on top of each other, only a tenth of a second separating them.
Okay, white flag is out for the leader as Nate Maurer hits the line with the white flag. Huge group battling.
Oh, no, he has fallen back. He's 6 tenths of a second back, so it'll be a hard charge for him to get ahead, but we're interested to see here.
Yeah, back up with the front leader. He is almost a second ahead of Joey, 0.8 of a second. We're going to go further back in the field with Fox and Tyquilla. Mitch Diamond, 65.901 of Terry Murphy. Number 8 of Sam Milliken as they battle it out here for P5 is up for grabs.
No change at the front here. Maurer is coming off of the turn, getting ready to cross the line.
Yeah, Maurer's going to have the win. Congratulations to him. The 20 gets loose coming off of turn 4, but holds on to it. Looks like we're going to have Fox, Milliken, Diamond, Tyquilla, Murphy, White, all very closely together. Well done. As more cars come to the line, finishing up the end of this race. Great job, everybody.
A lot of hard racing out there today, but it's definitely good. Once we got out of those cautions, we got some pretty good green flag racing going on here.
Yeah, I can't say that enough there, Kyle. You're right. It was very good, and this is a great battle overall. Just to see Maurer drive away from Joey as he was so close the whole time, but great job again. Congratulations to Nate Maurer and his win here at the Auto Club Speedway. Joey Steyer's second place.
Like I said at the beginning, sorry to jump in. I'm just seeing the 971 winning, the 919 fourth. Those 900s, you cannot sleep on them.
No, and it's unfortunate that we had Chris Stewart have that disconnection, we believe. It was really curious to see how that strategy would have worked out because you could see the big difference between fresh tires and older tires. But once again, great job. Joey Steyer's in the P2, David Owens, P3. Number 4 is going to be Carrington Wilmer, and number 5, Tommy Fox. But shout out to Carrington Wilmer, up 22 spots. Sam Milliken, huge shout out. He's probably our hard charger of the night, plus 23 spots, ended up in P6. Congratulations to him.
And just watching the guys out here, you know, Maurer's doing a heck of a burnout, and we've got a few other guys out here just hanging out. I see Jared Kelly doing a burnout, and Cam was doing one, got into him. I think he lost the front bumper, but great run by him today. He was on it. He was in the thick of it.
Yeah, no, great job by everybody. But looks like we have Jared Kelly jumping in the booth here, the number 55 car. Looks like he's doing some burnouts and on the Discord at the same time. But let's see here. Let's go with our, as the guys start jumping in, let me see who we have first. All right, let's go with our winner. Kyle, if you want to do the honors there with Nathan Maurer, and I'll get some shots on him here.
Absolutely. Nathan, first off, congratulations. Heck of a run.
Oh, thank you. That was a very, very fun race there.
It was, I can't imagine the fun you guys were having down there. Up here, it was just great to watch you and Joey battle it out. And heck of a pit stop, getting out there as well as you did. And consistent. And just tell me a little bit about the race.
You could see, I guess a lot of people wanted to really drive hard the first like 10, 15 laps, and then they just kind of fell off at the beginning of that race. It was me, Joey, and Justin, who just kind of like a 4-second lead over fourth place. Then, yeah, Joey messed up on that pit stop, which I needed. I burnt my tires up racing Eric, and it was Eric and Chris Stewart, I think. And Joey was smart and just pulled over and let them go. I mean, we knew that they were going to burn their tires up, and I just wanted to have fun and race them, but it kind of killed my tires, and I kind of helped Joey get around me and tried to stop the nosebleeding there on the pit entry. So I got everything I could get, got right on him, and then I thought he couldn't get his pit box to save his life, and I pulled out, and then caution came out, and then came down to me and Joey there at the end, and yeah, it was a lot of fun there.
Absolutely, it's great watching you guys.
Yeah, Nathan, we totally. Yeah, speaking of Joey, Joey, we saw you there struggle a little bit there on pit road, but do you think that was the difference? If you were able to get out closer behind Nate, would it have been a different story, or did he just have too much today for you?
You know, I don't know. Nate had the good long run speed all race long, so me and him were right there neck and neck. And to tell you the truth, if it was the other way around, I think he still probably would have got around me, but I don't know. Yeah, but it was a good race overall. We had a lot of good, clean racing up front with me, Nate, Justin, David Owens got up there at the end, and there was a lot of new guys that I haven't really raced around that were up there. So it's good to see that. And yeah, I definitely made that little mistake it was a big mistake on pit road there. And I was talking with Nate the whole time coming down pit road, and I was going to do a little side swipe block move going into the pits, and I just distracted myself and just completely got too close to the pit road wall and just ruined my pit. So that was definitely the difference for me at the end, but it was a good run overall.
All right, Joey, thanks for that insight. If we go to our P3, David Owens. David, let us know how your race went. Any shout outs or whatnot?
And just shout out to everybody that shows up for this, and shout out to you guys here up in the booth doing a good job. Race wise, man, not the way I wanted to start the race off with a black flag. It said green flag come out, said go, but I guess I hit the gas a little second before Joey did, even though we had the green flag. So had to do that and go a lap down, but luckily I got that early caution and I was able to battle it back and get up there with everybody. Thankfully we had some green flag runs, but it was good racing by everybody. Not too many issues. Didn't hear too many issues over the headset, so looks like everybody was getting along and having fun racing. So hopefully we can keep up at it. Another big turnout.
Yeah, no, it was a great job watching out there, David, come back from those mistakes and end up with the P3. Very impressive. And as we go over to Justin White, you there, Justin? Do we have anything to say, or how'd your race go to this evening?
I'll keep it PG. So I'll hit the wall a little bit. Got a little bit of damage sitting on pit road, a couple of seconds, and got it all fixed up. Drove back from like 20th or so on that last restart, and was going to break the top 5, and somebody cut my nose off, and they knew I was there. I had the run. I was clearly catching them. I caught them all the way back from P20, so hey, they won't get another inch from me. So next time they'll just end up putting their truck on the hauler come early. So that's all I have to say about that. But good job, Nate. Good win, Joey, David. Good job. As I said, I don't have too much more. I'm not too thrilled because there wasn't even an I'm sorry or nothing. So as people know, you get one from me, and then after that, you don't get many more outside of that. And next time you're going to end up on the hauler at the house. So,
well,
racers definitely never forget. I know there's a few guys out there that I still owe one, but it does happen. I hate to see that happen to your race because we were enjoying watching you move through the field on that last caution.
Yep, it was fun. I mean, I was fun driving through there, and just sucks when you get all your momentum killed because somebody doesn't want to give you the room or recognize you're faster than. But hey, that's okay. I won't forget, and they'll just end up in the hauler going to McDonald's early.
This week is a new race, and we're looking forward to it.
Hey,
let's move on
Kyle,
to,
you're gonna have to go to Pim because I like to go in order of position, and believe it or not, I think Pim finished higher than Jared Kelly this race. So want to give all the credit I can to Pim there. And Kyle, go ahead with Pim.
Yeah, absolutely, Pim. It was great watching you out there, and heck of a race. Good finish. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a good finish, I have to say. But it started not so good. I was, I think, the cause of the yellow, a little bit of overcorrection. And after that, I had some damage, so it was just I wanted to stay in the back and just learn from the rest. And that went quite well. I think halfway through the race, I got more confident, and then the race to the front started. And I'm very happy again on the lead lap, and 16th place, I'll take it.
Yeah, great job, Pim. I saw you had a little run in there on pit road. I know it's when it's busy down there and trying to get in and out of pit road, it can be a little hectic, but great job with your P16 finish. Real proud of you here over at Cavalcade Racing Network. And Kyle, I think we have Jared Kelly in the number 55 next.
Yeah, Jared, watching you run around the track here, we can definitely tell you love the dirt track because you were getting some sideways action in there. Your rear end was kicking out. Tell us about your race. Tell us about your driving that loose race car.
You guys may have saw me being loose. I thought I was freaking tight all race long. This car just did not feel good on the long run. I was hoping after that last caution we were going to have a good car to get back up into the top 10, and went kind of flying down on the apron, thought I was low enough, but obviously I wasn't. I probably should have gone to the inside wall there if I was going to ever avoid that. But yeah, well, P21, yeah, not the best finish that I would have wanted for racing on this racetrack. It's fun sometimes, it's aggravating others, but I mean, you get what you get.
Well, thank you, Jared, for the interview, man. And then we're going to be getting ready to wrap this thing up. So if anybody has anything else, any shout outs or anything else to add, go for it. Forever hold your peace.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Nate again for the race win today. My Rev Simbox teammates, Nate, Jared, and Justin. And big shout out to David Owens on a P3 today, and Pim Luth for another great run. We love to see him getting better week in, week out. Of course, our admins in the league, couldn't do it without them, and you guys up in the broadcast booth do an awesome job week in, week out. So thanks to you guys.
I appreciate it, Jared.
Yeah, I want to add to
shout
that.
out to everybody.
All right, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Pim.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. I think broadcast is really cool. I'm already looking forward to actually watch one where I'm racing in. And a big thanks for Joey and all his team members who helped me out. And I'll get going. And I just want to say hi, Chris.
Just again, shout out to everybody that shows up to this and everybody that helps with this. We got Kyle, Kevin. Thanks to both y'all for doing the Kyle and Kyle show here on the broadcast, and Cav for coming in and letting this all happen and stream this for us for this new league. And congrats again to Nathan. And just again, can't thank enough for everybody showing out. We've had great turnouts for such a new league and trying to get everything ironed out. So hopefully more to come, and we're ready for season 2 because I got some surprises coming.
Right on. And then for anyone out there watching this is the Quarantine Racing League. If you need get in touch with David Owens or anyone with the Cavalcade Racing Network, we'll be able to help you out. Find it. You can find it on Discord, or you can find it on the iRacing League website. And we also have Bonfire Racing League Premier Cup Sunday mornings with the Cavalcade Network, and we're in our playoffs, and it's going to be at Sonoma Raceway with some of the same faces you see here on tonight. And then Sunday night we have the Skip Barber Series, and that's also provided by Cavalcade Racing Network. And Kyle, I want to say thank you for joining me up in the booth tonight. It was a pleasure having you here, helping me out. And yeah, I can't say thanks enough to everyone.
It was great being up here. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to being able to do. Just to piggyback off of that, we do have Facebook for the QRL and for the BRL, so if you want to check either one of those out as well.
Awesome. Well, this is Kevin and Kyle signing off once again. We'll see you next Wednesday for the QRL Xfinity Series, and everyone have a good night. Thank you.